Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am selling my 2023 Camaro SS with the 2SS package, 1 LE, and the manual transmission. I have my reasons, but I'm selling it after only 1 year of ownership. And so this video is for 3 reasons. Number one, I wanted to give the experience of my 1 year ownership to all the Camaro fans out there and the Corvette fans that wanted to know what I think about this car after 1 year. Number two, because I'm using this video to help promote the sale of my Corvette. And number three, because I wanted to let you know my plans after this is sold. For those of you who haven't been on the channel that long, you might not know my latest plans for the channel, and so I'll go over all of that with you. And just so you know, this Car Market listing will be in the pinned comment and the description below. So if you're interested in bidding on this Camaro, go ahead and click the link, jump on Car Market and place your bid. Okay, first things first. This is, like I said, a 23 Camaro SS with the 2SS package, which I will show you real quick, opening the door here. Oh, and by the way, that hat right there has significant meaning to it, and I'll go over that with you guys in this episode as well. But this is a beautiful 2SS interior and also 1 LE interior, but it only has 5,500 miles on it. It's in absolute phenomenal condition. The real question is, how has this car done over the span of 1 year ownership? And how much did I love this car being a Corvette enthusiast? So I have to tell you, this has to be one of the funnest cars that I've ever owned. I kid you not. By the way, have you noticed the new hat? Thank you to Joe Lamb, Track Speed 815 on the channel. Giving him a big shout out, big thumbs up. He makes great merch. Let me get the sunglasses off so you can actually see it well. And it's kind of cloudy, so I don't need those. So yeah, this car has been nothing but amazing to drive, to own. I seriously had my doubts going into the purchase of this car. Don't get me wrong, I knew it was going to be a really nice car, but I didn't think it had the potential to be what it turned out to be. And it certainly did turn out to be one of my favorite cars that I've ever owned, and certainly one of my favorite cars that I've ever driven, especially when I took it to the track, the one and only time that I did take it to the track. So I think you would agree, after seeing the interior, that it is in perfect condition. And now that you're seeing the exterior, I think you can also see that it is in perfect condition. I mean, just look at the exhaust pipes. Look at how beautiful those are. Everything about this car is just beautiful. And of course I kept it in my garage, but it wasn't a garage queen because it has 5,500 miles on it after only 1 year. So it really has aged well. The tires, however, are a little bit different story. Yeah, the tires after one track day probably wore down to about 50%, maybe 60%. They're not horrible. They are a soft compound. I think they're a 220 tread wear, so not super soft, not like, you know, 100 tread wear or something like that, but they definitely have a soft tread wear, or soft compound, so they are a lower tread wear than your typical, you know, like Michelin 4S, which is a 300. But they still are performing outstanding. This car handles on the streets like you wouldn't believe. One thing that you guys are probably going to want to know, and I'll just show you this real quickly, is how the suede held up. So here's the suede seat. And as you can see, it is in perfect condition everywhere you look. And then this is the steering wheel. Now I have these covers on there, which have saved, you know, the side of the steering wheel, the suede on it, but the whole entire thing is still perfect. Same with the shifter. The shift knob is absolutely perfect. Everything about this looks like a brand new car. So there you go, 5,464 miles. As you can see, everything still looks brand spanking new. So you've heard all that. Now you're probably asking, well, would he buy another Camaro? Yes, I would. I'm very sad to see Camaro being killed off by GM. I think they'll bring it back, but I'm still sad that they're killing it off because this is a fantastic car. It really is the sport car that competes with Mustang. I mean, it beats Mustang, but it competes with them. It competes with the M3, the M4, the M2, you know, all of those cars, especially on the track. Now in a straight line, those might be a little faster, the M cars, but as far as on the track, this thing's gonna hold its own. So I am gonna miss it. It's gonna be one of the hardest sales I've ever made just because of how good, how fun, and how beautiful this thing is to look at. Now I have done a couple of modifications to it, and like I said, just a couple. The first one is the front rock guards, and the second one is and these are both ACS, ZL1 side rockers. That's about it. I have done the window tint as well. It's 20% on the sides and the back, and it is 55% on the front. So very nice protection, and it is the highest grade of XL UV protectant film that they make. Now there is 0 PPF on this car except for factory, and there's only like one piece of factory PPF, and it's right there on the side rocker, or right above the side rocker. But it has been 100% paint corrected and ceramic coated, including the wheels and even the calipers. So this thing is going to wear nicely as far as the paint goes, as long as you treat it nicely and wash it and clean it and keep it garage kept. It is going to look fantastic for you. Oh, and by the way, I went on Chevy's website to build one because I had forgot that they were going to discontinue being able to build them. I think it was this month, or this last month, April. And you can't build one anymore. And when you go to look at their inventory, it says search inventory. I did my zip code, 2,000 mile radius from my zip code. There are 3 SS1LEs available in the entire country that are brand new. They're all 2024s. And they have one at a dealership that's $225,000. Seriously, crazy. So anyway, very rare car, like I've told you in many of the videos. They're very hard to find. Good luck finding a used one like this, especially with this low of miles. I can't find them anywhere. So if you're interested in this, like I said, go to the link in the pinned comment or the description below and buy it. It's all yours. And obviously, Rick was the one that gave me this hat. I had the secret word, which was caliper. So he ended up handing me a hat, and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Rick. Okay, so real quick, what are my plans after selling this? Well, I have an E-Ray on order. It's at 3,000 status. I think my order will be ready sometime probably late June, early July. So hopefully I'll have my E-Ray by then, and that will be the only car on the channel for a little while, unless something else comes up that I don't know about, that I, haven't planned. So that's my plans. Will I ever buy another, car outside of Corvette? Probably. Hopefully. The answer is probably yes to that. But this has been an absolute pleasure to own, a pleasure to drive. I'm so happy that I was able to do the content that I was with it. I didn't get all the content done that I wanted to do with it, some comparison videos and things like that. But as you guys know, I was ill for a good 5 months, and I'm still not 100% yet, believe it or not. But I'm getting there, and I know the good Lord is going to heal me. So I'm doing all I can to get better. But that really put a damper on a lot of the content that I had planned for the channel. And then things just happened so fast. And eventually this time came, and it's time to go ahead and sell. So that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you guys out on the road.